in this lecture we will see external communication interface. So in the last class we have seen onboard communication. So in only one single board you will have different connections. By using the different connections we will send or receive the data. So this is external communication interface. So in this heading only we will know that we have to communicate our data to external world. Either it may be wire or wireless. So the external communication interface can be either a wired media or a wireless media, and it can be a serial or a parallel interface. It refers to the different communication channels used by the embedded system to communicate with the external world. So to communicate to communicate with the external world, to transfer the data from the device to external world, either it may be wire or it may be wireless. So we will call this as external communication interface. So the different examples for external communication interface are RS-232, USB, IEEE 1394, or infrared, or Bluetooth, or Wi-Fi, or Zigbee, or GPRS. So these all are the communication devices which will be externally communicate interface. So these all are some of the examples of communicating the data from the external way. So in this we will see what is RS-232. So RS-232 is a standard protocol used for serial communication. So used for serial communication, this RS-232 is useful. So it is used for connecting computer and its peripheral devices to allow serial data exchange between them. So in our computer system we will see some interfaces devices to keyboard to CPU, or keyboard to printer, or keyboard to some other devices like speakers, etc. So this RS-232 is useful to communicate the connection between internal to external world. So how it works? So you will have two devices. So two devices are transmitting and receiving. So this we will call as DTE, this we will call as DCE. So DTE is nothing but data transmission equipment, and DC is nothing but data communication equipment. So these both devices you will have in RS-232 cable. So in RS-232 you will have transmitting end and you have receiving end. So by this TX and RX you will need to transfer the data. So TX is nothing but transmitting and RX is nothing but receiving. So by these two communicating channels we can transfer the data by using this RS-232 cable. So this in our daily life we will see this RS-232 cable which is used to give the connection between CPU to computer system. Already we have seeing in our regular life. So next we will see what is USB. So already we know USB. What is USB? So universal serial bus. So in the statement only you know it will be in serial data devices. So USB is a plug and play interface that allows a computer to communicate with peripherals and other devices. So in USB we are using in our regular life. We are attaching to our televisions, in our music players, in our car music players. So nowadays we are connecting our USB to our mobile phone also by some other devices you are connecting. So USB connected devices cover a broad range, anything from keyboards and mic to music players and flash driver. So already we have discussed. So for music players or for keyboards, so in keyboards also you have USBs. That USB you will give the connection to CPU. So these all are universal serial bus. So we'll call it as USB. So USB also used to send power to certain devices such as smartphones and tablets, as well as charge their batteries. So in our regular life we are using our mobile phone chargers. So this will be also USB. So mobile phone chargers, tablets and other devices which will using the batteries to charge by using this USB cables. So these are some of the external communication interfaces. So in our syllabus we have USB and RS-232.